I'm going to show you the difference between this, the spade shovel, and the regular shovel. We're going to edge the grass. I did it once or twice during the summer and didn't show anybody, but I want to get a nice defined edge and keep it there. So for next year, we will be able to come in and just use one of these. This is what you would normally do with this type edging, is you stick it in like this, and edge like that. I'm going to show you the difference between all three. I'm going to fix that, but I'm going to show you the difference. The best defined edge is the spade. In this episode, using lawn edging, we'll discuss all the different types of lawn edging. Okay, from plastic to metal to wood, mason and stone, tumblers and stuff like that. We'll talk about railroad ties and stuff like that. What I have on my property, I have just about everything. So we'll get into the video in just a sec. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is the different types of edging and what tools to use for the edging. On our property, we have plastic, metal, wood, mason, tumblers, and ties. We don't have the timber, or we could say that we have the timber, maybe not the railroad ties, but it's the same principle. And then the stone. The first one I'm going to show you is the stone. This is the stone right here. This is stone. That makes a defined edge. The reason I have it here is because over here we have the steps and we have the pieces that go up right here to make up the edge along the piece of cement that's there. We have 3 pieces of brick slabs here, but over here you see it's more defined. It's because this floods and this prevents the water when we have a downpour from basically going into this. We have it so that it slopes this way. The water runs off. I have the pebbles here to make it look a little nicer, and we have to clean that up. We usually mulch that, but I haven't been doing it this year. So we have the stone and the brick here, and what I'm going to show you is you see there's other kinds of stone. Okay, there's this, the brick edging. This is the type of stone that you might put there, or mason, what I have in it, and these are the stones that I use. Okay, now we have the timbers and the ties. The timbers and the ties are over there. This is the wood that we basically explained to you and stuff like that, but we're not using that. But we do use the plastic, which I will show you. The plastic is over here, right here, to separate this. This is the plastic. This is to separate the walkway from the grass. Eventually we'll clean up all this, probably next year. If I could get to it before the end of October, we'll get to it. We'll clean this up and we'll make these slabs more defined. If you go back to one of my videos, which I will show you in a year in review, a few years ago, this was gravel and stuff like that, and the grass overcame it. I let it go. So we're going to clean it up. But this is the edging. right here, the plastic edging that separates. We also have this type of edging right here. You see this? This is plastic edging that separates that from that. I have this all the way around the deck. But what we're gonna do today is weed this a little bit where I have the weeds in here, and we're gonna take this spade and use the spade, and then I'll fix the handle on the edger, and we'll basically use that. But to get a more defined edge, I let it go throughout the year because I was just cutting the grass, wanted to get everything to grow, wanted to get everything in shape, and that's what we did. But it's now the end of the season. I want to have it done so that next year I could just go in, do it once with the spade, and that's it. I also have a shovel here, which I'll show you. Doesn't really work. You got a spade shovel. All right, it's just straight edge. So what you want to do is go in here like this, step on it, put the dirt back like that, all the way around. But before we go into this, I want to show you this doesn't work. And once you get it done, you don't need this. This doesn't work because the pointed shovel is not making a difference. You would use this for deep ones. See? You don't get that much. But with the spade, you do. And then once you get that done, come in with the cultivating fork. Once you get that done, you would basically use this. I have to fix this, or maybe get another one. See, it's not working. So what you're going to do is once you get the defined edge with the spade, you can come in and do this with this. So we're going to do the entire deck area, make a new edge with the spade. We'll get the weeds out. That are along the edge, like this. So watch this. It makes a clean cut edge. And this is what you would do in the fall and then again in the summer to get your defined edge because of all the snow and the rain and stuff it goes. But if you keep on it, which I'm planning to do next year, God willing, we will keep on top of it. See what I'm doing? I have the defined edge. So what I'm doing is going like this. All right? To get it, if you want to start from flat, you go into the grass. But it's already here. And I want to make a deep, defined edge here. Take some of the dirt, put it over here. So what we'll do is we'll go with the cultivator and get up the weeds. We'll spray a lot of them. This is what we do. So now we got a deep, defined edge. And what we'll do is we'll fill in a little bit too in the end. We'll go in there maybe tomorrow, because the sprinklers will come, won't come on tonight, they'll come on tomorrow. I want to check this, so this is what we got to add water to it. So we'll do that next. Since this hasn't been done in a long time, when we have a lot of grass in it and extra dirt, what we do is we take it and put it where we may need it. And that's over here. So we got it here. We'll take that out, we'll clean that out. So now we continue to apply it. Now, you can take my method, you could research it, do your own method, but this is the basic straight edge along here. And now what we're going to do here is bring this out a little bit more for the flowers that are here. So we're going to take this away, right here, like this. And then this will be defined for next year. Get our weeds out. Now we finish it up. And this way we make a nice edge that we can just go with the weed whacker and weed whack it. See it right here? The way it looks, like that. We just follow with the weed whacker. You don't want it perfect. You want it wavy like this. That's the way I like it. Depends on your taste. So let's finish it up. You see? Right here, along here. We'll check our tomatoes and everything after this. Tomorrow, we'll plant in the garden, which you already did. Figure out where I want to put stuff. We're going to pull out all the extra weeds and stuff like that, and we're going to plant some more cucumbers, some more peppers, some flowers and stuff like that. See what we get to the end of the year. Just an experiment. You can do it too. Weather's going to be warm. We didn't get into fall yet, but we're almost there. This is where we want to go to. This rock. This light up rock here, because this is cement right here. So we made our edge along here. So now I would just come in with the weed whacker and weed whack that, and then use the other edger. So we'll go over here. And we'll do the same thing, and then we'll show you the other plastic edging and stuff like that, and the wood and the timbers and ties. So what we do is we follow it around like this. So now what I got to do, we're at the end of the season, so the flowers haven't died off yet. We still haven't had a frost. I would say by the end of the September, we got to look for frost and stuff like that, or in October. What we're doing is churning the soil now so it doesn't get hard. This is the best time to do it. We had all the rain and everything else. We had a few days of rain. This is the best time to do it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm edging it. And then this will be set for next year. We just got to come in once with this and then continue with the edging shovel. So let me do this. Just come around like this. See what we do with this. Take this dirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way. I'm not going to take from here. I'm going to start here. Put this over here. Extra dirt over here. Now that we have a hole, we can do this. Then we come in with the edge, the weed whacker, and edge it. So we want to go a little bit up. So you got a defined edge. A little bit more to do. You just got to do this a little bit. That's what you want. You want the defined edge. You want to take all this up. Like that. So what you have now is a defined edge with the spade all the way around. And we take the rake or the cultivator like this. I'll show you. This right here, like this. This way you'll get your weeds out. This is what I do. There's other methods. This is what we do. You have the weeds. And this is what I'll do along the fence. Same thing. And then in the spring, we put down the black mulch again. And we keep the defined edge from now on here. So that's what it looks like clean. Once I do that with the shovel, which I did, and now we take the weed whacker and we weed whack that. Next week, it will be nice. And we'll have the defined thing. I have to take that back or get a handle for it. So that's the way you do it. Then we have to talk about plastic. I showed you that I put this here. This here. This is plastic. Behind it is wood. Let me show you. See, we gotta weed whack this good, get all this stuff up, and behind here is the wood. This is wood. And then we have timbers here that separates the mulch from the grass. Now what we want to do is clean it up to make it look nice. And then Saturday, we'll get to this over here. So let's clean this up. What we do is we make a defined edge with the weed whacker, but this is timber. Then it looks nice. And again, the rock stone is there. And then we got stone around the around my island over here too, where the St. Anthony statue is. That's stone under there, right here. This is stone. Okay, bricks, stone bricks. All the way around. And so we have in the front too. What I want to show you here is this. This right here. This piece right here is metal. We once had metal over here. I extended it out to here. So this is the metal frame that went for the metal edging that went across. I stopped it. So next year I may do wood or something, but we'll see. So if you look over here, I didn't plant this. If you look over here, is this plant coming up? I didn't plant that there. I don't think so. But we have it coming up. Now I want to show you the metal in the front. Again, here we have the plastic, which we're going to do next year. Over here, we have the metal and the wood. I mean the plastic here. This is the metal over here. Right here is metal. You see it? Sorry about that. This here is metal. Right here. This is the metal. Down here. Right there. I put this in front of it because it looks much nicer. So I think I've covered all of it. Over here we have the stone, stacked stone, bricks. Right? We'll clean up all this next year. If I can get to it at the end of October, before Christmas, we will. And again over here, the stone. And over here, there's 2 levels of stone. That's not thing there. Mason blocks there. You see that? That are put in the ground, and the 2 levels of stone are put up in it. And of course, over here too, this area, we have the same thing. This is mason blocks on it. What we're going to do is we're going to clean up this and redo it next year. Clean up this entire area. We're going to get all this stuff out, but this a defined edge, and that looks nice. That's what I wanted to show you. That's our edging. And then the edging, of course, the grass I do with the weed whacker. So that's it for this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, live stream tonight at 8 5:35 Eastern, 7:35 Central, 6:35 Mountain, and 5:35 Pacific. Hope to be on around 8:30. And of course, what we'll be doing soon is taking these flowers off here too. Next week, we'll discuss to overseed or not to overseed, what's coming rain-wise and everything else. And you can see that the areas have almost filled in here. We'll discuss all that on the next episode of Lawn and Garden Tuesday. That's it for this episode. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the episode. And I will see you in the next video. The beginning of this is a little bit of what I'm going to be doing intros and outros. And there's my friend right there, Rocky. He doesn't see me or hear me. He's more interested in his nuts. Rocky, hi. You want some nuts? So that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next episode. Remember that the past is behind us. The present is now. The future is what you make it. So let's make 2025 better than 2024. The past is behind us. We can't go back. The future is now. The present is now. The future is the next day and beyond. So let's make the best of it. Before you know it, we'll be in 2026 and saying, let's make 2026 better than 2025. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, Stephen F. signing off. Bye for now. That's another episode that we got to clean up. I'll see you in the next one.